Hi guys, and welcome back to the Video Game with Powers. I'm Jake.
I'm Cierra.
And we are bringing you another unboxing. Welcome back to another video of Jake and Cierra Reacts, where we're going to be reacting to a bunch of different board games I have backed on Kickstarter and GameFound. So lo and behold, we have another one of these beauties right here. That's a little heavy, just a little bit. Yeah, you want to jump right in?
Yeah.
All right, so Cierra is going to jump right in. Don't know what this one is, so let's see what we got. Let me, and actually, we're gonna show off some of Cierra's drawings here, dropping down on the camera. Her cute little drawings. We got she's letting us know she was here writing on this box, doodling.
You can definitely delete all that.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. All right, let's see what we got, Cierra. What do you think? What do you think this is?
I have no idea.
Before I open this. No, you can't look. You can't look. All right, are you ready? Are you ready? Bum ba da da ba da 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 da.
Oh, cool! Santorini.
This is the new Santorini Pantheon Collector's Edition.
And I feel bad making a face at it.
All
I'm
right.
actually really excited about this.
And also this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. The Riddle of the Sphinx expansion as well.
This is the best type of...
This is the worst thing to give her on a thing. All right, guys, we have, yes, indeed, we have the Riddle of the Sphinx. I don't even really know this is an expansion. What actually is an expansion? That's what they're classifying it as. So we will take a look at that in just a second, but we have the Santorini Pantheon collection. If you guys are not familiar, Santorini is a cute little board game coming to you from Roxley, where you're putting people on a map. You're building little house blocks. I think that's the worst possible way to describe the game.
I was gonna say, that is terrible.
Okay, first of all, Cierra, what do you think about the front cover art?
Looks awesome. I love the game art, not the game design, the art design.
Yeah, looks awesome. All the little gods, all the cuties.
Is that Poseidon?
I'm not sure. I think that is Poseidon.
Maybe.
Okay, let's take a look at the back so you guys can see a little bit more. If you're not familiar with Santorini, this is a classic game here. Let's zoom in and let's show you more about Santorini right here. So teachable in 30 seconds, simple for kids, deep for gamers, tons of unique player powers. Use the power of the gods to build a beautiful village and be the first worker who rises to the tops. And so you're gonna have these little guys, you're gonna be moving and placing these little house blocks out, and you are trying to complete the top of these blocks while also preventing your opponent here. So this is the collector's edition. So we are gonna have everything that you see in here. So the little Lazy Susan and everything that comes with it. All right, Cierra, are you ready to dive into this one?
Yes, it looks awesome.
Okay, and I do believe...
I love the blue domes.
Yeah, I do believe also I got the upgraded synth cards. So we'll take a look at that as well. So let's see. Let me take some of these pieces off. All right.
Look how organized the box is.
I know. How do we want to do this here? Let's start from the top. So we have some bags right here with, looks to be maybe acrylic tokens. Let me look at this one and Cierra's gonna look. Oh, we got a nice dice. All right, we got a nice giant die here.
These have the gods and goddesses in it.
Ah, the workers. All right, let's, I got some acrylic tokens here in a sec. Let's take a look at the workers. So they upgraded the workers in this one, just giving them a better look in a better sculpt here. So we have this worker here, and the sculpts actually turned out really nice. They got a good thickness to them. We got a little scholar here. All right, little scholar guy, that's super cool as well. Got a female scholar here. That is perfect. What else? We got the guy with the hammer. All right, the dude with the hammer, he looks kind of crazy. All right, let's see what else we got. We got an old man with a carrying something here. Old man carrying something. And then what else do we have? That's another lady with the hammer. So a lot of them are going to be the same, right? So I think the blue players are going to have the scholar characters. All right, so they're all holding books. We have the white player color is going to have people with forgers, with hammers. And then we have the tan or brownish workers here that are going to carry stones. So you see those right there. Okay, so those are all kind of our workers in here. We also have some other minis. We got this guy right here. No clue who that is yet. The golden fleece or the golden sheep right there.
The golden.
That looks pretty cool. And a giant rock. I wonder if this is the stone that guy carries or has got a hold. Okay. Atlas. All right.
No, he carries the world.
So we got a couple acrylics. So like an acrylic looking tile board here. Again, I don't know any of this stuff because the rule book I think is at the bottom. But also we just have a lot of different acrylic pieces.
They look awesome.
That you might be able to see probably for some of the characters and things like that. Let me get some of these, like a little sun token. Like an Aphrodite or Dionysus token, little sun token. So yeah, all of the character specific tokens here, and I'm making a mess, are going to be in this bag. All right.
Hey, look, he holds or moves the rock.
Oh, okay, that's pretty cool.
It's like the perfect height for it.
Yeah, okay. So everything that was in the two, and let's actually show off the nice felt bags here. So one side, I wonder if that's,
name them all?
Is that Apollo maybe? On that side? I don't know who that is. This is Aphrodite for sure. I know that from the first one. That is Dionysus maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Dionysus, the god
This
of...
might be Cupid and a water nymph?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. All right. So those are our felt bags. All right, these look to be all the cards that are in the game. Cierra, you ready to take a look at these? Oh, these are so nice. I love this little box. Whoa. All right, and it's got a cool little storage system for them too. Think of Medusa.
Whoa.
Medusa. All right, let's take a look at these cards. What is this? Is this like a little... I have no idea what this is, guys. That's kind of cool. Like a little stand or something. Interesting. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give Cierra some of these packs of cards. And let's take a look and see what we all have.
There you go.
Cards in the game. All right, while she's working on that, you guys can also see, right, we got some of these upgraded buildings here. Let's show off all of our lovely characters. All right, we have Griffiths. Is there a back to him? Yeah, Griffiths. Oh, I gotta flip them up. All right, so Santorini, soaring over Olympus. Stop. Play mini games with the base gods before opening this expansion. Whoops. We messed up. Okay, well, what do you think? Should we spoil it for him? Let's see, why not? Let's take a look at some of these gods. Aeolus, oh, that's so cute. Alade, Boreas, Daedalus, Irene, Europa, and Talus. Talus, that's who that giant stone guy is.
Yeah.
Talus, Harpies, Helios, Heracles, Hermes, Hesperides, Nike, oh, that's so cute. Pleiades, Polyphemia, Selene, Stymphalians, and Griffiths. All right, that's pretty cool. What you got down there? These are the base
I got the
guys?
base. Yeah. So
Okay.
this will be the only expansion.
Okay, all right. So we have Aphrodite, Apollo, Artemis, Asteria, Atalanta, Athena, Atlas, Array, Bellerophon, Bia, Castor, and Pollux, Demeter, Dionysus. I think it's Demeter. Is the Dryads, Eris, Eros, Hera, Iris, Limus, Medusa, Metis, that's who that is. Metis, Minotaur, Oceanids, Oceanus, Oreads, Pan, Pegasus. Oh, Pegasus, look at him. Did you see him?
Oh, cool.
Pegasus, Perseus, Polyphemus, Scylla, Triton, Zeus, 2-player. Okay, so these are all the base gods right here. You guys saw a spoiler of the Soaring Over Olympus. We also have the Seasons of Chaos. All right, with Pandora, spoiler on the back. Tides of Poseidon, with Poseidon on the back, and Hiding in the Underworld, all right, with Arachne. So we are not going to spoil any of these, but guys, look, we will have some playthroughs here of Santorini for sure. So some of these gods in these expansions might be popping up very, very soon. Cierra, let's talk base gods. Which one is your favorite? The artwork that you see.
Oh, I like Iris. She's cute.
Iris looks cute.
There's another one I liked, but I forgot who else.
What else?
Oceanids.
Oceanids. She likes them. She likes anything oceany.
I do. And of course, Pegasus.
Yep, she likes the Pegasus.
How about you? That's your favorite.
No, she's trying to say that's my favorite. Zeus is funny. Triton looks kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'd have to see the rest of them. Zeus. Let me see.
Put Iris.
Put Iris in there. Atlas looks kind of funny. Who do we have? Say Dionysus, maybe?
Oh, yeah.
Dionysus.
Is that Dionysus?
Yeah, that is Dionysus. Dionysus and probably Zeus would be my two favorite from here. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so those are all the cards now. They said this synth upgrade on these cards, you could like bend them and, you know, mess with them a whole bunch and they wouldn't take a whole lot of damage, and they're also water resistant. So they do have that water resistant feel to them, where it looks like water is just gonna slide right off. So that's pretty cool. All the cards in the game, perfect. That is awesome. And I love this little tuck box that they all fit in. So that's kind of perfect. Okay, let's take a look at these storage here. We'll take a look at just some of these buildings. So they did do a upgrade on the buildings as well. So this is going to be your new stone top, and you can see they have a couple little indentions in here.
Domes.
They looks like they actually have a couple different style domes too. So you have like this style of a dome. All right, that's pretty cool. You have a, well, I got a bunch of these here. This style dome. Let me put these back. So you have this style dome with the little edges on the side, the little dots. And then you have the base one that I shown earlier. So that's kind of cool. We have the buildings. Here, will you open that for me while I show them this? Okay, so we have the building upgrades. So these are the new building pieces. You can see just a little bit more defined, adding in windows and bricks and things like that. That was not there. Here's kind of the third upgrade. They have the Roxley logo on them, so that's kind of cool as well. And then last but not least, I think these are the bases of this. So you can just see a little bit more definition, a little bit bigger sculpts. I don't necessarily bigger sculpts, but more definition, more flavor on these buildings to give it more of a building-like feel. Okay, Cierra has fully assembled one building, so that is the goal there, that you are trying to build, just like the buildings in Santorini that we visited. Okay, so buildings are complete. All right, let's dive into this. So we have the board, the 3D board here. So you can see that this is kind of a dual layered board where you'll be able to slide these pieces in, which is super nice because they're not going to move around. They are going to fit in there. I remember in the original game, they would just kind of slide all over the place. So super cool board here. It's got the credits underneath the board. So, and I like how also it's stuck on here. So I remember, if I remember correctly, in the original game, you had to place this top board on top of this little rock structure. So now it just sits on there just like that. So that's pretty cool. Okay, what do we have here? Dice Throne. Oh, we can get 10% off Dice Throne. I might actually use that. You know, I love me some Dice Throne. Okay, look, we got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff and a lot to get through. Okay, last but not least here, look at this awesomeness. The Lazy Susan.
Oh, cool.
Water board here that is going to maneuver for you to be able to maneuver around. And I love the storage option.
Oh, that's really well made.
I know. So they had the...
So how it would fit?
Go that way. There you go. All right. So slides in there just like this. You guys can see it. And then you can Lazy Susan it and maneuver it around. So I think I had got the all-in or just the core box and the Riddle of the Sphinx. And then they announced that they were coming out with this Lazy Susan here, and you could upgrade your pledge. And this was a immediate upgrade for me. But this thing is, like Cierra said, this is so well made. It feels so nice. It maneuvers really well. It's got stoppers here on the bottom. Excellent job here with the production. And what do we have? Last but not least, oh, we got some more stuff. So I guess maybe, I don't know what this is. Maybe instead of a Lazy Susan, you could have the base board. So this would be the normal board instead of the Lazy Susan. And then of course we have the rule book here at the bottom, which, oh wow. So this is actually really cool now. The rule book is a front and back. So it just tells you how to set the game up, performing a turn. And on the back gives you the glossary of some certain things. That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
like it's not even a book.
simple.
It's just like a pamphlet. And it has like that nice material. So that's pretty cool. Of course, taking a page out of Unconscious Mind tells you guys how to redo the book here to pack everything back up. Wow, that is top-notch quality right there. That's what I will say. So let me work on putting. Oh, what, is there something that I messed up here?
The workers are called crafty workers.
Crafty workers. All right.
Mighty workers.
All right.
And thinky workers.
All right. I love it. I love it. Let's do this.
So cool.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Cards go in there just like that. Look how easy this thing is to put back up. Give me this. Give me this. Just put this in here for now. We'll just lay that on top. All right. Look, I think that is literally everything. And then we'll just slide this, put this little pamphlet on top just like this, guys. Slide it in there. And look, we have it complete. All right, Cierra, quick thoughts on the core box, the Santorini Pantheon Edition.
It's so well done. Like, those components are probably some of the best I've seen.
Perfect. I would agree 1,000,000%. Okay, we're clearing off the table, guys, while Cierra is unpacking the Riddle of the Sphinx. Okay, Riddle of the Sphinx is a, let's look it over here. The Riddle of the Sphinx expansion brings 22 cooperative maps to the classic competitive game of Santorini. Explore all new mechanisms such as resource management, tower defense, and even boss battles. Your achievements get recorded after each game, unlocking exciting new powers. Open the book to any page and just play. All right, so I think this is a super cool new way to play Santorini, and itself is a book. So we'll take this little edge right here. It's got like a magnet on it. And so we will open it up. So here's kind of the main thing. You can see on this side, there's a whole nother section. And again, this book is just really, really well made. Just thick, sturdy materials. You have this little slot right here, which is going to have some of our components. We obviously got some components in here. Let's take a look at this and see what some of these things are. So this looks like to be the Sphinx board, maybe. The Sphinx. All right, so I think you'll have this out to place some cards. Okay, of course, we have some specific tokens related to this specific expansion. Here is our Book of Riddles, okay? Book of Riddles, so let me open this up to the very first page. So kind of the synopsis of the Book of Riddles, and what's really cool is, let me move this rule book out the way first. The rule book and adventure book is going to be here. So all the game components, taking a turn, the constellation tree, adventure map. Oh, so this is the stuff you're going to write in. Okay. But the way the adventure book will be set up is, ideally, guys, you can place it in the one side or place it in the middle and have it just flayed out just like this. And actually, I'm going to move this over. Okay. So you set it up just like this, and you'll go through, talks about the gameplay, how you build, and like this would be an example of a map. So you guys will set this map up. This talks about the scenario, everything that you're going to need to play it. You set this map up, it's going to have these condition rules, and this would be riddle number 1 right here. So you're going to have a bunch of different riddles, like it says, 22 different riddles that you will move through here. We don't want to spoil anything because we're definitely going to play this, have to play this one on the channel. And then last but not least, it's going to have some of its own specific cards. So you have these bridges that you guys are going to need to cross or use at different points. In here we have some cards that says do not open until instructed. Okay, we're not going to open that until we are instructed to do so. We have some Sphinx miniatures. We got another dice. Let's take a look at the Sphinx miniature and some other miniatures. So there she is, right there. All right, there's Cierra. And then we got some old lady, a crone, it looks like. Old lady crone. And then we have Caesar, it looks like, or Heracles, or somebody, Hercules, somebody, Jason and the Argonauts, I don't know. Interesting. Okay. An entire deck of cards. So solo mode gameplay. This deck right here, guys, is going to be gods that I'm sure you can unlock throughout the game. Let me open this. We'll take a look at maybe the first 5 in this particular deck. But yeah, pretty much this is going to be the Riddle of the Sphinx cooperative expansion. So we'll take a look at the first 5 gods. So Antaeus, Artemis, Artemis, Asclepios, Demeter, and Irene. Okay, so very similar, Hephaestus, Iris, so very similar gods to the gods that you will see in the core box of the game, and I'll let Cierra take a look at those. Will be in here, and I'm pretty sure I don't need the bag anymore for these guys. I can just drop them in there just like that. Very similar gods to what you will see in the core box or the base game of Santorini. Let me put these here and this here. Let's do that. Perfect. Okay. I do believe that is everything for the Riddle of the Sphinx expansion. Let's drop these cards back in here. So here I got a sneak peek at some of these different gods and people that might help us out in our adventures when we decide to take on the book. And so what's super cool is this will just sit right here. And actually, I think I might need to turn this a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna turn this a little bit more. Maybe just flatten it up. There you go. That's probably the best idea. Okay, this closes. It's got a magnetic latch on it, so it is nice and secure here on this side. And voila, that is Santorini Riddle of the Sphinx. All right, Cierra, well look, that is Santorini, the Pantheon Collection, Santorini Riddle of the Sphinx. Let us know your thoughts and how you're feeling taking a look at all this.
I think it looks amazing. Like I said, these components are probably some of the best I've seen. I've already said too, I love this artwork. I loved it in the first set too, and I love everything like Greek god related. I think it's fun. Fun lore, things to learn and know. And then this Riddle, the Sphinx expansion looks awesome. The box reminds me of like old school Disney VHS boxes.
It does, actually. It does. Like the interior with like the, yeah, she's right on that one. That's pretty funny.
Hey, they took inspo, but it's good inspo because those VHSs lasted for the most part.
I agree 100%. I'm right there with you, Cierra. look, we had Santorini, we had the original retail edition, and then basically when we saw this edition, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna back this one. I'm gonna get the deluxeified version, and so I ended up selling the old retail version, and so we've just really been waiting on this. Santorini is a fun game, but really, guys, we only played it a handful of times, so we never really got to explore a lot of the god cards or anything like that, and so I think with the way this version looks, is just beautiful. I love Greek mythology. Everybody knows that. I'm a huge sucker for that. So I'm super excited to really dive into Santorini and just try all the different gods and the way they play. I think like what also really makes this game so cool is just the playtime.
Yeah.
Right? This plays in about 20 to 25 minutes. So it's like, you can get in 2 or 3 playthroughs and like try out different gods, and it's not a chore or anything like that.
It's so easy to play. That's why they are able to make it literally a 1-page rule book.
Correct. She's like immediate 10 out of 10.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to get this one and bust this open and see what it's all about. Gorgeous production, gorgeous artwork, and it's look amazing on the table. But all right, guys, well, look, if you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, hit that notification bell, drop down in the comments below, did you back Santorini, the Pantheon collection? And if you did, have you got it to the table yet? What do you think about it? Do you really enjoy it? And as always, guys, if you are not subscribed to our channel, please go ahead and subscribe so we can keep bringing you some more awesome content. All right, guys, have a great one. Bye.
Bye.